Alright, let's return to playing the game. I am technically still working. For the most part, I am caught up on my work, but I might have to address some things. There's only one thing that is left standing.
After consulting the scales and reaching a consensus, House Wolfort resolved to shelter Prince Roland. Not long after, they find themselves besieged by an elite subset of Esfrost's forces. Commanding the Duchy's armies is none other than General of Laura, the deadly warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
So, I'll be looking over here a lot. And, I might have to take a small break from the game to address some things, but it'll be fine.
Pardon the intrusion, Your Grace. A bird has arrived from House Wolfort.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt? So they refused to relinquish him to us. How intriguing. They will remain loyal to the royal family even if it means their demise. Very well. Send a bird to General of Laura. Tell her to make for the Wolfort domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince, or not at all.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Or not at all. Yo, can we actually pull through on this? Can we make this happen? The normally lively barkeep at the encampment lets out a heavy sigh, but what could be the reason? That doesn't sound like a new character. Like a conversation. Hey, yo, can you help me out with this?
What is the realm coming to?
Hail, fair maid.
Well, if it isn't Eridor. Have a seat. You've ample choice.
Who are you and what have you done with the barkeep? The one I know ain't prone to melancholy.
She is when word of a fellow barkeep's misfortunes reaches her. It's all in this letter. People are taken to plunder and to survive this war, and my friend's tavern was destroyed beyond repair.
Here's hoping your fine establishment escapes unscathed.
I can't bear to think of what I'd do without this place.
My heart goes out to you. As if times weren't hard enough with customers.
I can't think straight for worrying so much. Well, you're a soldier, aren't you? Can't you just go out there and crush your enemies so we can be done with all this?
If only it were so easy. What I wouldn't give to wield a flagon every day instead of a blade.
Never took you for the type to make excuses, Eridor.
Eridor is doing everything he can. The realm suffers because of my failings.
Forgive me, Lord Wolfort. It was hardly my intention to blame you. What with things being as they are, I haven't been myself these days. But enough of this. All the moping in the world won't change a thing. It's time for action. My lord, as you can see, I'll have no choice but to shutter my tavern if the war doesn't end, and soon. So let me join you. I think you'll find that pouring ale isn't the only trick I have up my sleeve. Ah, but where are my manners? Hasabara's the name, my lord. At your service. A barkeep I may be, but good drink isn't the only way I know how to heal what ails people.
I can vouch for that, my lord. Hasabara is good to have around in a pinch.
And I see no reason to refuse. You are most welcome among us.
Ha! Heartening to see you're the decisive type. I won't let you down.
And you've made a good decision as well. Couldn't have picked a better lord to serve, I tell you.
Aye. I gathered that the way you're always singing his praises.
Wow. Wasn't expecting the barkeep to be a character. A horseback healer to help allies in need. Heals allies within range. Heals herself and her ally when performing a follow-up attack. What? What? Sounds pretty good. Gosh, there's so many. No, Hasabara? Increase damage inflicted to you by spears. Oh no. Yo, she has 13 strength. What the heck? Grants HP to all allies within range. Well, I guess that's next to her. Deal physical damage to enemies across 3 horizontal squares. Okay. Okay. Grant 1 TP when moving 5 or more. Whoa. Wow. Yo, Hasabara? Hasabara seems pretty nice. Huh. So right now I'm using Gila, who's okay. Nothing great. But Hasabara does damage. Gila doesn't. Hasabara also moves faster. Speed and movement. Less magical defense. Huh. Recruited her, but haven't used her yet. She seems good. She's meant to be a frontline fighter and then heal for free with follow-up attacks. Yeah, that sounds insane. But where does it say that she gets free healing with follow-up attacks, though? I don't see that anywhere. The fact that she takes more damage from spears is kind of yikes, though. Okay. You know, usually in tactics games, it's not always difficult to, or it's not always difficult to pick your party. You know, usually you find out who's good and who's not right away. This game has actually been doing a solid job of presenting to me characters that are either like on the cusp of I should be using this character, or are just flat out I should be using this character. And the thing is, a lot of the starting characters have been having those abilities as well. Her aptitude tooltip. Oh, where do you see? Like their aptitude tooltip. Like weapon abilities. Huh. The screen you see when they first join? Well, you're right, but I did see that, but there has to be a way to see it besides there. Information. Oh. Tutorial. I guess this is the only place that we can get it. Heals herself and her ally when performing a follow-up attack. That just seems so good. Unbelievably good. This is actually also kind of strange because this is some sort of passive ability that is not on the character. Oh, okay, he does have that. I don't think any other character, from what I've seen, has that. It's kind of weird. Seems too good, actually. It seems kind of crazy. No, if we're being 100% honest here, it seems kind of crazy. Man, who am I going to use? I'm kind of stun locked here. She's already a veteran. Okay, well, that's crazy. Ixham took more damage from Roland due to that ability, which is why you think the ability descriptions have been poorly worded. Oh, so that's why he was weak. That makes more sense then. That makes way more sense. But too many great options? It's starting to seem like that. That's for sure.
Ah, Lord Telior, there you are.
Yes, what is it?
Tidings from Whiteholm, my lord. House Wolffort shelters Prince Roland within their domain and refuses to acquiesce to Esfrost's demands.
What's this? Those fools would stand in defiance against the Duchy.
The Archduke's forces move against the Wolfforts as we speak. They intend to capture Prince Roland and bring down House Wolffort in one fell swoop.
Help me out, dog.
House Wolffort is strong. Not strong enough for a full-on attack from the Duchy's forces. And yet, there is always the chance, however slim, that they will prevail. Best wait and see how the situation unfolds. Yes, there is no need to rush into anything. We must consider carefully what will afford us the best chance of survival. Continue to keep your eye on the other domains. I must know of any movement among the Wolfforts and the Falks, no matter how inconsequential.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, Silvio's working on lots. You didn't understand how Frederica's fire shield worked because of the description either?
So they would rather die than bend the knee? Wolffort truly is a house of fools.
I haven't understood it for this entire time. Counters all melee attacks, not just fire attacks. I don't remember specifically what I thought it was, but I think it had something to do with like being attacked or something like that. Like it didn't seem good. But you know, I haven't cast it too much.
At least Avlora will have the chance to prove herself on the battlefield.
That's why we took her in, no? She'll prove useful yet.
For her own sake, I would hope so. Once we bring down the highest of the 3 high houses, what do you suppose will become of the other 2?
I should think the answer obvious, dear sister. The cowardly Teliors will be at our beck and call. The Falks, too stubbornly loyal for their own good, will not. House Falks presides over bountiful lands. Now, do you suppose Brother will pass up the chance to claim such a tantalizing prize?
Indeed not, brother dear.
Not the same, but it's great on Eredor since he casts Provoke. Going with the combos. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using Eredor. Maybe if I was playing on like harder difficulty, having a more reliable method of forcing enemies to attack me, that might be a little necessary. But I think I can play a little greedy with having more squishies on the line. Maybe.
You are aware that Prince Roland fled to the Wolfort domain after the Crown City fell. Esfrost demanded that His Highness be relinquished to their custody immediately. We have just received word that Wolfort refused. A most admirable display of loyalty to Glenbrook's royal family if ever I have seen one. And they are not the only ones who shall remain true. In the name of King Regna, House Fox too will take up arms against those Esfrosty bastards! For we are one of the 3 high houses of Glenbrook. We will live up to that name and fight for our homeland with our lives! Aye! May your shields be strong and your swords strike true, my countrymen! For Glenbrook!
Have you got up to this this part, Bubbly Bibliophile? And if so, what option did you choose? Did you give up Roland, or did you choose to defend him? I'm starting to think that maybe I should have given him up, because I feel like most people out there would have tried to defend him, and if I, go out to pursue other people to see what other options they've chosen, I feel like it's going to take me a while to see the other options. Oh, you played this in the demo, but not the main game. Aha. I didn't do it. I only did the one battle, the first battle in the first demo. So this is all new for me.
Avlora? Are you certain?
Yes. We are surrounded by the Archduke's main forces, led by General Avlora herself.
She killed my brother and my master. I must avenge them, even if it means my life.
Your Highness, your life is far too important to so blithely throw away.
I know that, and yet...
Facing the Esfrosti forces head-on is a fool's errand. They will drive us back with ease. Let us consider another strategy. As a matter of fact, there is more to this town than meets the eye. It is a secret which, under normal circumstances, would be divulged to a new lord only after their succession is made official. But desperate times. I sent a man just now to make preparations. Come with me. We haven't much time.
Just now at the part where Avalora kills Franny. Franny trying to stop Avalora seems out of character for him. I don't think it's necessarily out of character for him. I think Franny is just one of those kind of naive princes, at least, you know, from what I've seen of him, where he doesn't believe that people are actually going to do anything to him until, you know, until he's dead, where he can't actually do anything about it. So it didn't surprise me that he did that.
I would hear more of your plan, Benedict.
They say Castle Wolffort was built into a mountainside. Am I to believe there are yet more secrets concealed in its construction?
Just so. As it happens, a contrivance of sorts was installed in the town to be used only in cases of dire emergency.
What manner of contrivance? I've never heard such a thing.
You wouldn't have. The information is divulged only to the Lord of the House and his closest advisors. It is a secret, one that embodies this town's true worth.
I see. Then what, pray tell, is this town's true worth?
The towering walls that rise up in all directions, the network of sloped waterways. This town appears as any other to my eye, but perhaps my gaze is untrained.
It is the canals we will use. We shall pour flaming oil into them from above and burn our enemy out.
What in the... Benedict, have you gone mad?
He nods. Do you see those hawk sculptures located throughout the town?
I do. They are the means by which the weapon may be activated, I presume.
Indeed. Tearing them down will trigger a barrier to rise around the canals. After that, no one will be able to get in or out until the blaze subsides.
You would burn people's homes. No, the very town itself, along with our foes. But just think of the lives that may be sacrificed.
This is the path we have chosen. There's little choice left to us if we wish to survive. We must win, whatever the cost. Prepare for battle.
Snap a dabs. Up now. We must make ready for the Duchy's attack. I'd best check on the hawk statuettes throughout town. This device will set the town aflame. I had hoped it would not come to this, but it seemed to be no choice. We might not have to use that. I'll certainly see what my options are first. How has it come to another war with Esfrost? Forgive the brief moment of despair, my lord. 'Tis all too sudden. We'll guard those who have taken refuge in the castle. We pray you'll lead us to victory, my lord. I understand what my life means to our kingdom. I must survive the battle at all costs. And yet, Father, Franny, Cordelia, Sir Maxwell, she killed them all, Serenoa. Must avenge them with my own hand. I'm always one to advocate revenge, but not blind revenge. You need to have a strategy. So calm yourself, Roland. You can fight this battle alone. Let us aid you. Be aware of your surroundings. Never fight alone when you can fight together. Sir Maxwell often gave me such counsel. Yes. Thank you, Serenoa. We will defeat Avlora together. I owe my life to you all, and I will not part with it easily. The duchy shall not find us easy prey. I cannot believe we are to burn the town and our enemy both. I understand that we must prevail at all costs, yet still. All this talk of setting fire to the town to defeat the enemy, war is truly a waking nightmare. With your father sick abed, the fate of this land rests upon your shoulders, my lord. I'm confident you will lead us wisely in defense of our domain, as befitting one of Glenbrook's high houses. I must be certain I make the right decision. Much rests on the shoulders of the lord of a high house. Oh, I've learned all I can. And nothing in your house no more? One of the soldiermen told us to go inside the castle. Don't worry, my friend and I will be real quiet. Oh my gosh. Probably gonna have to rescue you. Or you're gonna die to an arrow. We use that method at the risk of our own lives and the homes of the people. Still, this is the choice you would make. It will take many years to rebuild the town. Innocent people will suffer. I will offer them due compensation if we triumph. If we fail, then all was lost from the start. I know you have only the well-being of your people at heart. I apologize for speaking out of place. And I know you meant only to remind me that no nation exists without a people. I cannot make them whole again, but their suffering will be paid for in kind. Indeed, I am sure they know how deeply you care for them. We must prevail, and rest assured that I will see that we do. For Prince Roland's sake, and for our own. Music's really hitting right now. Got money. Got them. Nobody bring you into the castle, man? That's messed up. What you got? What you got? Oil jug. Ranged windstone. It's pricey. I don't have too much money. The townsfolk are being led to refuge within the castle. Surprisingly, they are going without incident, though it cannot be easy knowing they will lose their homes. Wait, what does this one do? Okay, this one doesn't seem all that special. Wonder if Father and King envisioned a day like this when they fashioned this dreadful device. Probably envisioned this day. Was just about to set off for the Crown City when they blockaded the highway. I know not what lies in store for us, but it won't be good for business, I can tell you that. I feel like you said that before. Cannot believe the duchy would be so bold as to invade. Lord Serenoa, I beg you, protect our lands. Have you heard the news about Lord Silvio's O House Tellior? When Esfrost attacked, he didn't muster a single soldier in defense, just holed up in his own domain like a cowardly gob he is. Ain't got a loyal bone in his body, that one. It's no wonder his people don't trust him. What a sorry excuse for a lord of the high houses. Lord Silvio no doubt thought of his domain first. I know well how it feels to be preoccupied with thoughts of protecting your own land. I shudder to think he's lost all sense of loyalty to the crown, yet his actions speak for themselves. Large recovery. Nice to have. And technically check this. You never need salt more than you do during wartime. I only hope our stores will last. Makes me sick to think of Hyzant growing fat off the corpses of Glenbrook and Esfrost. Can't believe we're to use such terrible devices. Alright, that one? That one's a little bit better. If I don't have to protect people, I feel like I can bring the ruckus. All seems in order. I think I might be able to not destroy all the stuff. Might be possible. Picked up an item. Red Scarf. Recover HP when you defeat an enemy. Give that to you, I guess. Has it truly come to this? I only just opened for business. Oof. My friends and I were supposed to go play, but Mama says I have to go to the castle where it's safe. I must escort my child to safety in the castle. Will we lose our home? We might. I will do what must be done. Okay, so this one's probably going to be one of the most important. But if my job is to stop the enemy, I guess it depends where they're going to come out of. There's really no obvious, like, road of where they're going to pop out of. And theoretically, it could be right here, it could be somewhere else. But we could choke point them. As long as they don't overwhelm us. The fact that we have so many of these makes me think that they're going to spawn all down here. But I don't think this one's useful. But I guess we'll find out in the battle. See how far I have to go. We made what preparations we can. All that remains now is to meet the duchy in battle.
How fare you, Benedict?
My preparations are complete. I trust you're ready as well, my lord?
As ready as I shall ever be.
We have given ourselves every advantage that we can, my lord.
Indeed we have. I only hope that it is enough.
My lord, the Esfrosti forces are on the move.
So it begins.
Our foe advances. Take up your positions, everyone, and be ready for the signal. Shall we, my lord?
Yes, it is time.
It is time.